Yes, it's Final Fantasy Ultra Part 4, and we're heading back to town after having survived a quick trip to the Pirate's Cove. Let me heal up. Oh, still no heals. Yeah, let's use this. Should be enough. Whew. Iguanas are susceptible to ice damage, which I don't have. Arrow seems to work quite well too. I wasn't aware of that. Oops, there we go. Let's get back quickly. Oh, jeez. Yeah. Let's see if a couple of shields will make the difference. I'll also cast no more magic on this guy. Let's see how effective shield works. Can we handle 2 ogres? Casting some of this. We'll add an invis. Why not? Another shield. I think 1 shield is enough to reduce their damage to 1. Like I said, it adds 20 armor. And ogres hit around 20, maybe 10. So the armor you already have, plus the 20 armor you get from shield, should be enough to reduce their damage to 1. And that's what I'm seeing. So that pretty much nullifies them. Good. Nah. Lots of magic. Lots of money. Which I'm going to spend on magic. Good, don't have to worry about poison anymore. And I think he's also filled. Good, you have all the magic here. And since we can purchase... Hold on. I already have bronze armor. Okay, now I could get an extra cloth. Because I have 2 members with cloth armor, and I doubt we'll get 2 pieces of cloth armor in the cove. So we're going to give this to Priest. Goody. It's 5 armor now instead of 3. Well, not that much, but it's good. Don't need this anymore. I don't need this one anymore. How the weapon's doing? Now we have a new. We received the staff last time, so we can sell that. Okay, and I'm not going to be buying anything else. Oh, the asps. 1 by 1 should be good enough. Luckily it missed, otherwise I might have been poisoned. Now I'm going to show you something new. PinkPuff changed the layout of the world a bit, and one thing she left out was the Peninsula of Power. I didn't like that. I always thought that was a lot of fun. So I put it back. You don't see it on the map though. Let me show you. Press B select, you get this, and you can see I'm walking around in water now. I don't understand why. All the other changes I've made to the world do apply. But up here, it's just blue. But that kind of makes it extra secret. So I actually like that. Now we have zombies. See how well Holy does against them. 2 damage. You can see they almost one-shot us. And Holy's not enough, so we are screwed. I'm going to go back to the previous save. There we have these wolves again. The order of fights you have are pretty much determined when you load an area. So if you're using save slots, you're going to have the same fight over and over again every time you load. But what happens during the fight does change. More. Let's stick to the right this time. Ooh, dark imps. Too many. Too many of them. This party is not good at fighting lots of small mobs. And by mob, I mean an enemy. It's a term from other role-playing games, meaning a mobile. And I've kind of taken taken up that term to use for other RPGs, which doesn't really make sense because you don't see them moving. They're not mobile. These fellows are hard to hit, but I want to try to beat them by using the spell Bind, which is like the old spell Lock in the original Final Fantasy, except this time it works. It reduces their evasion by 200, making these eagles easy to kill. There we go. No more misses. So if you ever encounter an enemy that keeps avoiding your attacks, you should then cast Bind. Oh, there we have them again, but I want to beat the pirates this time around here. Oh, they're all running away. It's a shame. So I'm saving up a bit. These guys I don't want to miss, though, because they give a lot of gold. And as you've probably noticed, gold is pretty scarce in this version. I like that. It makes opening chests a lot more fun, and it reduces the effectivity of grinding around town. I want players to actually think about how they spend their money. I recently chose to put all my money in spells and then see what kind of items I get. And as you can see, that pays off, because now I get a bronze axe for free. Of course, this does demand actually going into the dungeons and fighting enemies. If you paid attention, you've seen that the Viking now hits twice, doubling his damage. It's very good to see. I'll soon show you his stats. The new axe gave extra accuracy. There you go. He's at 32%, which means he now gets 2 hits. Ooh. And a bronze hammer. 9 and 14. 12 and 16. Small improvement, it might seem, but at this part of the game, such small differences are quite noticeable. Oop. Yeah, we want these guys. And our second boss fight. I might as well cast the heal now. That's almost full hit points. Good. Oh, he's betting his ship. Well, we haven't bet anything except our lives. Let's see what goes on. Now, this is new, isn't it? PinkPuff put this in here. I liked it a lot. It's not just 9 pirates, but it's also a raider who's pretty tough. Let's add a shield. This will reduce their damage to 1, probably. He doesn't have much to do other than attack. Well, he attacks. The priest doesn't have any real buffs, So, except Whale, but they don't cast any magic. So, might as well just attack. And I'm going to poison them. So, they'll slowly die. Come on, shield. Once that shield is cast, things can go much easier. Okay, now get them all poisoned. I bet that shield is enough, but I'm just going to add invisibility just to be sure. And I think we're fine. Oh, what the hell, we're going to go. We're going to go to 10 after this fight anyway. So now they're only doing 1 damage. Now they're sleeping even, so these guys are being pwned. I might as well bind them, make them easier to hit. Whew, they sure are taking a while. At least this raider. The pirates are probably going to die by themselves due to the poison, but they're not doing much anyway. Okay, now we just pick them off. In case you're wondering, poison can kill enemies between rounds. I want to show you that. There we have it. So poison enemy is doomed no matter what. And we have a level up. I added this staircase here, which brings you back to this room. Hopefully you remembered it, otherwise you might be confused, but this is the first floor again. Ooh. There she. Oh, I want to see if we can beat these in 2 rounds. Yep, we can. Now the ship can dock anywhere. Uh-oh, yacht eyes. These fellows cast stop, which is very effective. Uh-oh. Now things are getting scary. I'm going to cast arrow, because if we're unlucky, we'll cast 2 bolts and wipe our party. Only 1 bolt. Lucky. Good, good. In the past, for whatever reason, I think PinkPuff programmed like that, they had a very high surprise rate. So they would surprise the party quite often. Oh, look. There's good news now, so they tell us new things. And he describes how the cleans potion works. He tells us about the magic. Fire, air, dark, and comet are single damage targets. Single target damage spells. And bolt, ice, and quake, they hurt all your opponents. Alright, let's go to the elves then. Nothing to sell. I add this